Philly!
Hello, everybody. Hello, Philadelphia. Welcome back once again to another edition of the Wolves of Broad Street podcast. I know it's been a while, so in case you forgot our names, my name is Ryan Conway. Joining me is Sam Glavin, and you know we got Seamus G pulling the strings behind the glass, producing the show. Very, very excited to be back. I cannot stress that enough. It's been a while. Technical difficulties, across state lines. Schedules getting, muddled with the workload, but we're back, and we could not be more happy to bring you guys a new Philadelphia Eagles only episode. Sam, what's going on?
Conway, I got a question for you.
What up?
How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
Them boys really, you know what? They gave me the greatest Christmas present that I could have ever asked for. They handed us the playoffs on a silver platter. On a silver platter.
It was beautiful. The presentation was great.
Oh, man.
I really felt like they gave it a lot of thought into how exactly they were going to shoot themselves in the foot this season.
They tried so hard.
They really did.
Mm-hmm. They really did it. And we've had, you know what? I don't even want them to fire Garrett like they're going to. I mean, they're not going to fire him. His contract is up, but
got to bring him back.
They got to bring him back. They have to. They've had 9 years of mediocrity.
How about another 9?
Yeah,
I'll tell you. As long as they can make it for it, make that contract. I'll pay for it myself. I'll get a GoFundMe going. Pay him, pay Dak, pay Amari. I know Zeke's already gotten paid, but yeah, just bring everybody back.
I mean, yeah, clearly the Eagles are in the playoffs, so whatever they were doing, it worked.
Yeah, in the playoffs with a 9-7 record, we have a home playoff game.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in the AFC East.
Could not be more fair. Could not be more fair of an assessment out of my friend and confidant here, Sam Glavin. So, Sam, there was a point this season the Eagles were 5-7. We lost to the Dolphins. I remember watching that game, sitting in an airport bar with my dad, very, very depressed. I was not happy with what I saw at all, and I really thought that was the end of the season. 5-7?
Oh, 100%. I thought that was totally it. If you would have told me that we were going to make the playoffs with a 9-7 record, even after we had won out from the Dolphins game, which is where the switch apparently flipped for the Birds. Where in the NFL history has that ever happened before?
I don't know. Normally when teams are that far in the hole, it's tough to get out.
Not only are we in the playoffs, we have a home game.
We have a home playoff game against the Seattle Seahawks. I think, which is a game that I'm confident in. We'll get to that in a little bit. We're gonna do a little preview of that. Look at some playoff scenarios for the Birds, because this is a situation I think that they can really make something happen. They can make some noise in the playoffs.
Well, they're hot, man. They've won their last 5 games. Wow, like that's great. Mm-hmm. Everybody who stepped up, which we needed people to step up.
Oh, did we? Now we have like 11 guys on IR.
It's unreal how many guys we have on our IR right now. All starters. Not even. You could recognize every single guy that's on the IR right now. It's wild.
They get substantial minutes every single. Well, not anymore, but
no.
You got practice squad guys coming up,
guys
making an impact.
We were all Seamus G and Conway. We were all watching the game right against the Cowboys, and a receiver makes a catch, and we all looked at each other and we were like, "Who?"
Number 14, right?
Robert Davis.
Robert is his first name?
Yes.
I didn't know. Well, thank you for telling me. But that guy, we must have pulled him off the practice squad in the middle of the game because I hadn't even seen him up until that point.
Had to have.
He had a huge catch.
If he walked into our living room at that second, I would not have known who he was.
I would have had no idea. Even if you went, "Hi, my name is Robert Davis," I'd be like, "Cool, I'm Ryan Conway. It's a pleasure."
Yeah, great.
Nothing more I can do with that.
What do you do for a living, huh?
Apparently he plays for the Eagles.
Apparently
he makes big catches in big games.
Big time players make big time plays in big time moments.
You're goddamn right they do.
I can't believe it. But there is one man and one man only from the practice squad who I have been high on since the open practice. Conway, please remind me of his name.
One Greg Ward Jr., University of Houston alum.
Not only an alum, starting quarterback for University of Houston, turned wide receiver for the Birds, turned star wide receiver for the Birds.
He is a star. Are you kidding me? He's our number one option right now.
Great. I've been saying it from the beginning.
You have.
Me and Merrill Reese, man. Me and Merrill Reese.
I love Greg Ward. The impact that he makes on the field is like, where was he all year? Why did we need all these injuries to our wide receiving core to get him out there?
You know we cut him 3 times.
3 times we've cut him?
Yeah.
And he keeps coming back.
Keeps on coming back.
God bless him, really.
I mean, where would we be without him right now?
We would not be in the playoffs, that's for sure.
That's
We would have lost
sure.
that game against the Redskins where he made that clutch catch in the end zone.
100%.
He is an absolute beast. He's got the speed. He catches anything that's thrown to him. He's not particularly tall, but if it's in his catch radius, odds are he's getting his hands on it.
They got him returning punts now.
Well, yeah.
He's the man.
He's shifty.
He's the man.
He's got the moves.
I love him.
A little shake and bake. A little Houston-style shake and bake.
I want him to be in the starting rotation next year.
That's interesting. Well, we're going to lose Aguilar probably, right?
Cool.
I don't mean lose. I mean be rid of is more what I want to is really more what I was thinking with that. He's he's as good as gone pretty much. And I'm okay with that because we've got guys coming out of the woodwork making plays. We don't need him. We don't need his salary. Just get him out of here. Pay Greg Ward a little more money.
That's the other we don't even have to pay so the next year. I know we haven't even gotten into the playoffs yet, but for next year, we've got some options for training camp. Mm-hmm. Bring all these practice squad guys back. Burnett, what's his first name? I
have no idea. Number 16, right?
Yeah, Burnett. He had a great game yesterday, and it was, I believe I'm getting Seamus G from the booth. It's Devontae. Thank you, Seamus G.
Huge.
And, yeah, huge. And then, who was Robert Davis? How about Joshua Perkins?
Dude, he's a big body. In the red zone.
He is.
Having him and Dallas Goedert lined up. We can still run 12 personnel even without Ertz because we got those 2 guys.
Dude, Ertz going down definitely stinks.
Oh, blows.
No, not a question about it. But I'm not even worried about it because I want him to get better, rest up for next season because we got the Jackrabbit, man. The South Dakota State prodigy, Dallas Goedert.
Dallas Goedert is an absolute beast. He's proven it time and time again. He gets yards after the catch. He makes big grabs and big moments, and that's what we need.
Did you see that toe tap? None of our receivers can even do that. We got our second string tight end doing it.
I mean, you're not wrong.
How about that?
I'm impressed. I'm loving what I'm seeing. There was an outlandish take early in the summer where someone said that Dallas Goedert could turn out to be even better than Zach Ertz. And, obviously I'm not going to have this conversation with you, but I think it's possible.
I mean,
I really see something there.
2 of the top 7 tight ends in the NFL.
Top 7?
Top 7. Any other team that doesn't have like a decent tight end would be more than thrilled to have Dallas Goedert as their tight end.
He could start on any team
in the
team.
NFL.
Any team.
He's that good, and he's our number 2 tight end. We have two of the I think we have the best tight end duo in the NFL.
Oh, definitely.
Straight up.
No question about that.
No question. But now it's no longer a duo now. But I mean, Zach Ertz is going to be back next year, obviously. Mm-hmm. And still, Zach, as much as we ripped on Zach Ertz in the first half of the season, he did really turn it up in the second half. I will commend him.
I definitely have to agree with that.
I'm pretty sure we put him in the doghouse at some point.
I definitely tossed him in there.
Yeah,
I tossed him in there and shut the door.
Yeah.
Threw the key down the well. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I was done with Zach Ertz for a period of time this season. We would be remiss, though, if there is one man on this Eagles team. In fact, it is his birthday today.
Oh, man.
You know who I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man.
The Bronco, Ginger Jesus, the Army of One, Carson Wentz. What a big-time player. This guy has been throwing to milkmen and dentists for 75% of the year. And he's gotten 4,000 passing yards, the most passing yards in Eagles history, with arguably at least on paper, the worst receiving core in recent memory, maybe of all time. I don't want to go all the way back to 1933. That wasn't even a passing league back then. But looking at it now, 4,000 yards, not a single receiver went over 500 yards this season.
Yeah, you might not want to go back to 1933, but the NFL sure does with all this, all this talk about all-time team. But I'm getting sidetracked. We're talking about one man and one man only. Carson Wentz having 4,000 plus. So 4,000 plus yards is not only an Eagles passing record, but the fact that it's 4,000 yards to all receivers with less than 500 yards each.
That's absurd.
Is nuts.
Meanwhile, Drew Brees throws 4,000 yards, and he's got a 1,000-yard receiver most of the time.
Yeah.
Carson doesn't even have someone that's halfway to 1,000 yards.
No.
That's absurd.
Not taking any credit away from Drew Brees. Drew Brees is an incredible quarterback, but he's thrown to Michael Thomas, and you know what? He's probably going to be thrown to Antonio Brown in the playoffs.
Oh, my God. No. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Apparently they loved his workout.
I heard he was good.
And I hate that guy, man.
He's a bum.
He's a bum. He showed up to this workout with a full entourage. And why, dude? Like you should be begging teams to take you right now. That doesn't make any sense. Mm-hmm. I hate that guy.
He knows how good he is.
To think I wanted him to play for the Eagles.
I still want him to play for the Eagles. To be honest with you, not as a person, obviously. He's not exactly a role model for the kids these days. And but that's not really what I look for.
No, you have to fit the Eagles family, the Eagles character scheme.
That is true.
You gotta fit.
He'd come in and just bust the culture up like that.
Oh man, and
Doug's worked so hard to build.
And speaking of, I know we were supposed to be talking Carson Wentz right now, but shout out Doug Peterson, man.
Oh, dude, I shout out everybody right now. Shout out Doug. Actually, no, that's it.
No, that's what you don't want to give a shout out to Jim Schwartz?
No, because he's terrible.
He's awful.
He's terrible. I know his defense has shown up to play this last half of the season, but that's because they just want to win games.
They haven't had a choice. It doesn't matter who we could put you on with the microphone and the play card, and they would have played the same.
It was interesting. We were listening to that Malcolm Jenkins interview. They asked him about Jim Schwartz.
Yeah,
and he was talking about how, as the season's gone on, he's simplified his play calling and essentially is letting the defense figure it out, which I think is better. I'm like, is that coaching?
You shouldn't even be on the sideline anymore. Honestly, that's ridiculous.
I don't love him.
This is the first in the last quarter, in the fourth quarter, when they started to run away with the game a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. And the defense forced that turnover against Daniel Jones, and he finally decided to rush more than 5 for like the first time I can remember this season.
He rushed 5 once against the Cowboys, I'm pretty sure, based on what I said.
That was it.
That was ridiculous. I'm like,
you see what this defense can do when you rush. Mm-hmm. You rush the quarterback, especially a young and inexperienced quarterback like Daniel Jones. Mm-hmm. Like, are you kidding me?
Put the fear of God in him a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Hit him. And they did hit him. They were able to get there because the Giants' offensive line is obviously trash. We were able to get there with a 4-man rush. But even that fumble that Daniel Jones had, that was in part from sending someone to, like, rushing the line of scrimmage that was not a defensive lineman. And it worked out. We had guys disrupting and we had guys executing. And it was really a really well-played game by our defense, especially in the second half.
Of course. I sure as hell would have fumbled the football if I saw Malcolm Jenkins coming for my head.
The Duke can ball. He hasn't missed a single snap in the past 2 years.
Yeah, Seamus G pulled up the stat for us earlier before this episode. He has 1,034 consecutive snaps. How wild is that?
That's ridiculous. I mean, especially considering how hard it is to stay healthy in the modern NFL. Athletes are so big and so fast and so strong. And, I could keep saying all these things, but
yeah,
the thing is, Malcolm Jenkins has evolved as a player over the years, and availability is the best ability. That's the classic NFL cliche. But it's so damn true, especially when it comes to guys that are the cornerstone of a defense like Malcolm Jenkins.
Oh, he's the lead. There would be no defense if it wasn't Malcolm Jenkins. Mm-hmm. Straight up. And pay that man. Pay him.
Pay him. Whatever.
Pay him.
Just give him the money now.
Honestly.
Right? It makes sense.
I don't know why it was such a debate earlier, before the season started. It shouldn't have been.
I get wanting to try and save money in a hard cap league, especially with an aging player, but he's so important, not only on the field, but also in the locker room and in the community as well. So this is a guy that is a consummate Philadelphia Eagle. He has everything that you want in a guy on this team. And so while it might, put a little strain on our wallet to bring him back at the price that he wants, I feel like it's worth it. And I feel like he'll be willing to negotiate and maybe have some wiggle room, because I know he likes to win. Mm-hmm. And I know he's got money now. but we'll see.
Of course. How that man hasn't won the Walter Payton Man of the Year award yet, I have no idea.
He got screwed.
He did.
That one... Don't cut.
Okay.
He got screwed out of the Walter Payton Man of the Year award because he was doing all these great things with police reform, criminal justice reform, making sure that police and communities come together and can understand each other better, and so everyone can do their jobs more effectively. But that was completely overshadowed because J.J. Watt, who wasn't even playing, had all this time sitting on the couch with a back injury, just raised $35 million for Hurricane Harvey relief. And, that's all well and good, but Walter Payton was healthy for all 16 games most of the time.
100%.
Yeah, and who was healthy for all 16 games twice?
Who?
Malcolm Jenkins.
Yeah.
So I'd say he's a better man than J.J. Watt, who just gave people other people's money. Yeah, but forget about J.J. Watt, because he's not on the Eagles, and the Texans are irrelevant, and I don't care. All right? This is an Eagles-only episode, and I intend to keep it that way.
Let's bring it back to Carson Wentz.
I would love to.
Yeah. What a guy.
Oh, my God, what a great guy.
Can we give him a little birthday shout-out real quick?
Dude, happy birthday.
So many more.
So many more.
So much health.
So much health for this man.
So I wish him all the health in the world.
All the health and happiness. Him, his wife, and his soon-to-be daughter.
Yeah.
Well, it's his daughter. Not soon-to-be, but his wife's pregnant is what I'm saying. Congratulations to them. It's going to be a great winter in the Wentz household, isn't it?
Of course it is.
You know what? And I'm really happy about that.
I know. I mean,
what do you think he asked for Christmas?
Health.
So much health.
So much.
It's either that or prayers.
A new back.
Prayers for his health.
Yeah.
I pray every day for Carson Wentz.
Oh, man.
It's the only thing I pray for.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you. I'm shocked. I'm utterly shocked that he hasn't gone down yet.
I'm proud of him.
I was that first Atlanta game. Remember where he took that big hit? I was like, "This is gonna be a long season, boys."
I was like, "Oh my God, what the hell was that?"
Yeah, but ever since then, he's been fine. And credit to the offensive line, honestly.
Of course, I mean we have the best offensive line in football.
Of course,
no doubt.
But we got Lane Johnson down right now, which didn't hurt us too much.
Which is surprising.
Vitae, he had that one holding call again where it was, I believe, Davis, who had that great catch, and it got called back because he had that unnecessary holding call. But other than that, man, they've been great.
They have been great all season long.
It's been next man up, and it's going to have to be next man up now because Brandon Brooks was ruled out for the rest of the playoffs earlier
You're
today.
kidding me, really?
Earlier today, yeah, out for the rest of the playoffs. Dislocated his shoulder. It's going to need some surgery.
Man, really?
Yeah.
Dislocated the shoulder? That's tough.
He was our best offensive lineman.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up.
Which is so odd to hear the right guard.
Right?
Your best offensive
I know.
lineman. That whole right side of the line, him and Lane, they had a great chemistry.
The amount of just gaping holes that they just make for Miles Sanders to run through, man.
I love Miles Sanders.
Dude, he's the man. He's day to day right now, actually.
Yeah, but one of these days he's not going to be day to day.
And it's as soon as he went back into the tunnel, this just can't get any worse. Just can't get any worse.
Mm-hmm.
But they came out with the injury report today. Dougie P gave it to us. He's very optimistic. It sounded like I listened to the interview on the radio today, and he said he was pretty optimistic. It's a high ankle sprain, but I think he's going to be able to push through. They put him on day to day, just to be safe. But
yeah, making this playoff push. Got a wild card game. Very excited.
I was actually surprised to see that we didn't see more of Jordan Howard after that.
Maybe he wasn't full. Maybe he's not fully back. Maybe they just needed him on the roster. You know what I mean?
I guess
this is is it his insurance policy?
But
I think we'll definitely see more of him. But here's the thing: Boston Scott and Miles Sanders. Boston Scott is a guy that we were kind of skeptical about going into the year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I sure as hell was.
Mm-hmm. I like him mostly because his name's cool and he's mad fast. I thought that he could be like the next Sproles, and he's showing that he absolutely can be, and that's huge for us.
I know you did say a couple episodes back when we were talking after the open practice.
Love the open practice.
That was a great day.
That was a fantastic day.
But getting back on track here, Boston Scott. I was extremely skeptical. Thought he was getting the boot straight up. I thought he was getting cut.
I'm glad we have him over like Wendell Smallwood.
Yeah.
Josh Adams.
Yeah, get out of
Like,
here.
who the hell are these guys? Why were they even on our team in the first place?
I even forgot. You know who's hurt? I even forgot about Corey Clement.
Corey Clement is still on this team.
Yeah.
And I love Corey.
Yeah, he was. Oh, man, how great was he in the Super Bowl?
Oh, he was great in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And maybe Boston Scott will be great in this Super Bowl.
Oh.
Maybe.
Oh, was that a... Oh.
Maybe.
What was it? Wow.
Possibly.
Okay.
I think it's possible.
Well, like we have seen trends like this before, haven't we? With the New York Giants, right?
Yes, back in the day.
Back in the day where they took down the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Interesting. Very interesting. All I'm saying is if you get hot at the right time, we're talking Giants. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers got hot towards the end of the season in 2012, I think it was, and won the Super Bowl. So it's not unprecedented. This isn't like baseball or basketball where odds are the number one seed's always going to win the Super Bowl.
Right. That's true.
It's not like that.
Those who don't learn about history are doomed to repeat it.
You're damn right, which is why I pay attention to history class.
Good thing you did, because I sure as hell didn't.
Well, I got enough for both of us right now.
Good stuff. Love to hear it.
Fantastic, yeah.
Back to the birds, Conway. This is a birds special episode.
Love the birds.
I can't believe we haven't done this before. This is great.
I love the birds episode. I've been advocating for it. I've been
you
trying.
have.
I've been pushing.
I know you have. This was the perfect time to do it. Mm-hmm. It's been great.
It's been great.
We're going to the playoffs, man. A home game in the playoffs.
Home game in the playoffs for the birds.
The Seahawks they're 12-3. 12-4 now. 12-4 now. They were 12-3 going into the San Francisco game. So they're 12-4. Miles better record than we do.
Quite literally, they can put. They have a better record than us, and they're a wild card team.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
They're going to be coming to the link. to
that
play the
sucks
Eagles.
for them.
That's awful.
That really blows for them because we're going to go crazy.
It's going to be a great. I was looking at the tickets, just snooping around the Game Time app just to see what I could come up with for us. Standing room only tickets start at $175.
It's a mild winter, it's not that bad.
It's not cold.
It's not that cold out. It could be nice. It could be a nice game to go to.
It would be a fantastic game to go to. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, it'd be great. Win or lose. I mean, preferably win, obviously.
Yeah. If you weren't headed back to Waterville, Maine, or wherever.
Yeah, I'm going back to North Bumble.
Yeah, it's
Very excited about that.
one for you. I think I
Smack
if we all could have gone, I think I would have dropped the cash.
Oh yeah, I would have scrounged.
Yeah,
I would have sold my assets.
Would you have sold your Carson Wentz jersey?
It's not here. It's in school. Otherwise, I would have.
Yeah,
because I bought that and then he tore his ACL. So it was kind of a really shitty timing thing.
It was.
Yeah, it's kind of my fault. But as we all know, the fans have more of an impact on the outcome of a game than the players do. That's a true fact in all of sports. Am I wrong?
You're not really wrong. No, I don't. Who says no?
Nobody.
No. Seamus G is raising his hand in the background, but that's why he doesn't talk. So. Moving on.
Oh, you know what time it is?
What time is it?
Where Seamus G probably wants to put you right now. The Doghouse. Ooh. Brought to you by Wide Plank Floor Supply. Ladies and gentlemen, check out wideplankfloorsupply.com, right?
Hey, if it's wide, they got it.
Damn right they do. Go on their website, get a nice recommendation for a contractor. They got a great service going on over there. Great products, great, nice, wide planks. They're like planks, but they're wider. I swear to God. You should see how wide these planks are.
Man, they're really wide.
They're so wide.
Seamus G can tell you.
Seamus G's seen them. You've seen them. I've seen them. I love them.
It's great.
I have them in my home.
So do I. It's awesome. So let's get to the doghouse here. Right? So the doghouse. Conway, who's in the doghouse, man?
The doghouse right now? Carson Wentz haters.
Absolutely.
Anyone that is trying to criticize Carson Wentz right now is wrong. You can talk about the fumbles, sure. You can do all this mental gymnastics to try and prove that Donovan McNabb in his prime is better than Carson Wentz was this season, but God damn it, you're wrong. You could not be more wrong.
Could not be more wrong, man. Mm-hmm. You could try.
Mm-hmm.
You fail.
And they have time and time again. I hear them on the radio. Ugh. I see them in the comments section trolling away, talking about how Carson Wentz is overrated. I'm like, how in the world is he overrated at this point? How? It doesn't make sense. You look at all the metrics on how to rate somebody, and they're all good. They're all highly rated metrics and whatnot. He's a damn good quarterback and an even better person.
Great. He is in the future, Walter Payton Man of the Year award.
Possibly.
Straight up.
Possibly.
Could be. Seamus G. Not Seamus G. Ryan Conway. You know what? I'm gonna switch it up on you. I'm not gonna say the doghouse that I have written down on the paper.
Ooh.
I'm gonna switch it up on you mid-episode. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Who am I putting in the doghouse? I'm putting the Eagles medical staff in the doghouse.
Whoa!
Eagles medical staff in the doghouse. First of all, earlier in the season when D-Jack went down, what was that all about? They brought him back, and then all of a sudden he's got this new core injury.
Yeah, dude.
What's up with that? That's strike number one. Mm-hmm. Coming back and now this Jordan Howard game. Right, this Jordan Howard character, right, who was supposed to be cleared, ready to go. For some reason, doesn't even take a snap. Does he? I don't remember.
I don't understand.
But yeah, he had. Seamus G is confirming. Yeah, he had a couple snaps, but not memorable enough.
Oh, yeah, I saw him maybe once or twice.
Yeah, which means that he wasn't game ready. So why are we clearing him?
Doesn't make sense.
Why even question it? Mm-hmm. And all these other guys. There was a line coming out of the blue tent. What's up with the blue tent?
They should just leave the blue tent up.
Yeah.
Especially for the Eagles. I don't know why they got to put it back down. You know what I mean? It's not like it's blocking anyone's view.
No.
The seats in NFL stadiums are so raised,
yeah,
far away enough from the field that nobody's going to get smacked.
The Eagles medical staff has got their work cut out for them.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting because the Eagles fired their medical staff after last season and got a new medical staff.
Wow.
And now this medical staff is suspect.
It's weird, dude. I don't know what they're doing. They better step it up.
Yeah, they better figure it out.
Figure it out.
We need, I love the next man up mentality. I love having Burnett, Davis, and Greg Ward coming up from the practice squad and making, Josh Perkins too, another practice squad guy. Having these guys come up and be able to make plays. But the thing about that is, if one of them gets hurt, we got nothing. We need to be able to have some depth for this playoff run.
Might have to have an open tryout.
If we have an open trial, I'm absolutely trying out.
I mean, why not?
I got hands like glue. It's a fact.
All right.
I got better hands than Nelson Aguilar. I can prove it to you.
Well, that's probably true. So, the one thing, I want to go back to these practice squad guys. The one thing that I think it makes the difference between the practice squad guys and then our regular starters like Jeffrey and Aguilar and what have you. They want to be on the field. This is their moment.
Right.
They want to be on the field, and it makes all the difference. Mm-hmm. You got Jeffrey complaining about how many targets he's getting over when he's playing next to Ertz.
It's not like he's even catching them anyway.
He wasn't even having a good year so far when he got hurt, and then he's complaining about his targets. You're getting paid so much money already. And then you get these guys coming off the practice squad, and they're trying to prove themselves, and they did. They did that. They were playing with the passion of Philadelphia, right burning right in their freaking hearts.
Hungry dogs run faster.
Exactly.
We hear it time and time again.
They're hungry for the playing time. Sure, it's a selfish mentality, but it's working.
Mm-hmm. It's good, and it's not. They want to win. They want to win. They want to win games because they know getting empty stats isn't going to do it.
No.
They're happy to do whatever role they're needed to do. And I feel like that's something, especially that with veterans that have been in the league for a long time, they don't want to relinquish their role. It's kind of like the Carmelo Anthony syndrome, where he doesn't want to come off the bench. It's like one of those. Yeah. It's one of those situations. Well, now we've got these guys that really want to get out here and make a name for themselves. So then we know the names of Robert Davis and Burnett, who's Devontae Burnett. Yeah, you see, I don't even know his name yet, and I'm so supposed to.
Yeah. It's kind of our job. But you know what? This brings up another point. Is that why haven't if we've had these guys in the practice squad for so long, and they've been playing against our starters, right? That's what the practice squad's for. Mm-hmm. Why haven't our defensive backs been better?
Because we have bad defensive backs most of the time.
I would love to have seen a practice with these guys. So I don't even know. I wouldn't have even known their names. No knowledge of Burnett. No knowledge. I would have obviously known Greg Ward Jr. because that's my boy.
Yeah.
And no knowledge of Robert Davis. Seeing all these guys just freaking torch Ronald Darby. You kidding me? How great would that be?
It'd be fantastic.
It was probably happening.
It was probably happening on a weekly basis.
So as much as we are ripping on the defensive backs right now, they had a good game.
They had a really good game.
They had a great game against the Giants.
Some unusual suspects too. It wasn't like we had our best guys out there all the time. Avonte Maddox has been great all season long when he hasn't been concussed. And that was only because Sendejo tried to kill him.
Yeah. So we got rid of him.
Yeah, he's gone now. Which I'm totally fine with.
Yeah, I was a little upset about it before because I did like the way he used to just run in and put his head on somebody.
Yeah. But then he did that to his own teammate.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, you got to go.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. And then we had my favorite player on our defense right now, Crevan LeBlanc.
He had a fantastic. He was all over the field.
2 years in a row. Big games, he's made big plays. I know we've said that a lot, but that's what you need, especially in crunch time in the NFL, especially down the stretch.
Hasn't gotten as many snaps, obviously, as he has probably hoped for, since he was such a big role in the playoffs last year. But you hear no complaints out of him.
No, nothing.
He's just stepped up whenever we needed him to.
Making huge
plays. You know, how many tackles did he have for loss against Saquon Barkley? You talk about how the defensive backs just shoved Saquon Barkley.
That was crazy. He's a tough guy to bring down.
He's the tough. They have all the NFL players have said that Saquon Barkley is the toughest guy to bring down in the NFL. Everybody, which is wild. That we held him to 70 yards.
Yeah, 68 of them came on that one run.
Yeah. It was unreal. I feel like every time he touched the ball, he was getting tackled behind the line of scrimmage. It was awesome.
If it wasn't a defensive lineman, we had a safety or a cornerback coming up and smacking him.
There was another
slowing
guy.
Him down to get other people.
I know. And another guy who I heard an interview with on the radio today, who has been just a silent killer the whole season because we've been just ripping on the defensive backs. But Rodney McLeod has been really good this year.
I'm a huge Rodney McLeod supporter. As soon as I found out who he was after that hit on... was it Demaryius Thomas or Emmanuel Sanders? One of those guys. He just laid him out, completely clean hit. When he was with the Rams, I was like, I want that guy on the team.
He's good.
And then around 2015, 2016, we traded to get him.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, here we go. This guy's legit, and he's proved that. He has proved what a good safety he is. The tandem of him and Malcolm Jenkins is otherworldly, in my opinion.
And I was especially listening to this interview. He's a quiet guy, right? I've never heard any other interviews with him before. So I was really trying to pay attention. And he's very, very well spoken, and he is very intelligent football player. Like, he knew his stuff when the radio show guys, they were firing questions at him, and he was just giving it back to him right away. It was great. And that's the kind of guy, because Malcolm Jenkins isn't going to be there for forever. He's only got, a couple years left? Rodney McLeod's going to have to step up, and he's got to have that kind of mentality. You know, and I heard it on the radio today, and I was really, really happy with it.
He's an absolute beast. I love him. Shout out number 23.
Shout out 23, man.
Shout out 23. I love that guy.
He's the man.
He really is.
He's my favorite player ever named 23.
Hot take? Possibly.
Not really, though.
Not really.
No shot. All right, so let's keep going through this defense, all right? Fletcher Cox made the Pro Bowl this year, right?
I think more just off of his name than
100%.
merit.
Hasn't been great. Obviously, he's a presence, and offenses just have to plan for him all the time. No question. He's not been the Fletcher Cox that we know and love. Still made a Pro Bowl, but really stepped up this game, I think.
Definitely.
The whole defense really just stepped up. But Fletcher Cox, the past two games, especially against the Cowboys, he had a fantastic game, just putting pressure on that offensive line that the Cowboys have.
Did he force a fumble too?
He did.
Cowboys?
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Like the one time they had Tony Pollard in.
Yeah, right.
That was a tough look for the kid. That was brutal. Zeke's just sitting there on the sideline, like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, well, I don't like Zeke. So
no, I'm not either. I like to see the look of pain on Zeke's face, emotional pain.
Don't even get me started on that bum Dak Prescott.
He's a bum, dude.
He's just a bum. Skip Bayless, like, yeah, I can't even. I don't even want to get into it. I just can't.
You don't have to. It's okay.
I look forward after every Cowboys game that last half of the season. I looked forward to Stephen A. Smith's videos so much on Mondays. It's been great.
Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp are the two biggest Cowboys haters, and it's because they're both forced to. One was and one is now being forced to sit across from Skip Bayless.
Ugh, he's garbage. Anyways,
he ain't,
you know what? I don't even. Ugh, he's terrible. So going back to Dak Prescott, everybody everybody in the Cowboys organization so high on Dak Prescott. I've never been impressed. Even when he had that breakout season, it was our Super Bowl year, wasn't it? Or the year before that.
His rookie year, he came in for the injured Tony Romo and just tore shit up.
Tore it up, and they had the best record in the NFL, I believe. I still wasn't too impressed with him. I was like, I'll still take Carson Wentz over this guy any day of the week
because he's just hitting open any NFL caliber quarterback can hit an open receiver.
Oh, that offensive line?
Yeah,
come on.
When you've got time, when they aren't stacking the box and
he's a bum.
You're good. You're good to go. But
he stinks.
You see, Carson's had situations where he's got to squeeze the ball into tight windows. Dak can't do that. No, he can't.
And yeah, against the Eagles, his receivers dropped 5 passes.
They were bad passes.
Still not great passes.
They were low and high behind.
He missed so many guys. And you know how we used to talk about Carson Wentz earlier in the year when he wasn't playing well, how he missed guys and stuff, and how even in that Cowboys game he did get Zach Ertz a little bit in a situation.
Oh yeah, he almost killed Zach Ertz with that throw. That was bad.
But Dak Prescott is I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's keep talking about it.
Yeah.
Cowboys. Bleh.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Zach Ertz, this is not really football related. Have you seen that Visa commercial with him and his wife, Julie?
Total power couple, dude.
They're awesome.
They're great.
They're great. They're really great people.
They
funny.
Yeah.
He does kind of have to take the L at the end there. He's trying to get the cash out, and she hits him with the contact card. Just ding.
Well, yeah, you know.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh shoot, she got me again."
Yeah. You know what? I'd love to see them let's see them actually race. No, I'm serious. I'm serious.
Good. No, I know it's.
He's definitely not slow, but he's a big bastard.
Yeah, and she's one of the best female athletes in the world.
Yeah.
So and she plays soccer where that's just a lot of running constantly.
I know.
So I feel like it might be close. We'll maybe.
Dude, they're gonna have some great kids.
Those kids, wow.
They're gonna play at Stanford. Soccer or football, I don't know yet.
Soccer, they're playing whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
They could be the prototypical golfer, maybe even.
All right.
Hey.
All right.
Hey, man. All I'm saying.
All right. You really think Julia Ertz and Zach Ertz are going to let their kid play golf?
Yeah.
No.
You can make bank, though.
Stop.
You don't get a lacerated kidney playing golf. I'll tell you that much.
You don't get a lacerated kidney playing baseball with all that guaranteed money.
True.
Ooh.
I do love me some guaranteed money.
Guaranteed monies.
That's great stuff.
Gotta love baseball. Stay tuned for the next episode where we talk about the Phillies and the Sixers.
Oh, yeah. Because, we're not just going to drop an Eagles-only episode and not talk about what's been going on with the other teams.
Come on now.
We just needed this. We just needed this one episode to really just talk about the Birds because, holy cow, they're amazing. Yeah, I mean, they're not amazing, but the resilience of this team is amazing.
They should not be in the playoffs.
No, they shouldn't. They have no business at all having a home playoff game, and yet here we are.
I wouldn't have it any other way. We are underdogs at home.
Again.
Underdogs at home.
Oh, I remember what happened last time.
What happened?
Super Bowl.
Get
out of my face with these money lines, the Vegas odds, all these people out here hating on us with these, dare I say, outlandish takes.
Oh, you shall dare.
Oh, and I am daring.
Oh.
I've already dared.
Let's do it.
Little Outlandish Takes Anonymous, brought to you by no one, unsullied by sponsorship.
Yeah.
Since December 30th, 2019. Very excited.
Yeah.
If you'd like to give us money so we can talk about you, let us know. You or your business, I don't really care. Money's money, but
money talks.
Money does talk, and money also makes me say anything. So.
Yes. So we already do that anyways.
All right, Sam, I'll lead off with a little outlandish take for you.
Hit me.
Carson Wentz is better than Lamar Jackson.
Straight up.
Straight up?
Straight up.
How are you going to say that?
Lamar Jackson is one and done.
Oh, he's a one and done?
One and done.
Like an RG3 type situation?
He'll win the MVP this year. Whatever. That's it. This is the rest. That's all you're going to see out of Lamar Jackson.
This is it?
That's it.
How do you think they're going to do in the playoffs?
I don't think I think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
they're my pick for the AFC to make it to the Super Bowl. I love Harbaugh.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the experience behind it. He's got a ring. and he really has made up a perfect scheme for Lamar Jackson in that offense. But yeah, I think Lamar Jackson's one and doneer.
Damn.
Yep.
Wow, look at that.
So Carson Wentz by $1 million.
By $1 million?
Yeah.
Carson Wentz in 4.
Yep. All right, I'll read you this next one we got here for another OTA. The Birds will have no injuries against the Seahawks.
That is outlandish.
That's wild.
That would be the first game, I think, all season where we wouldn't at least lose someone for the rest of the game.
Oh yeah. And
I understand injuries happen in the NFL, but I feel like the injury bug is really going around.
Oh my gosh, it's
like
terrible.
It really is something else. It goes from team to team, and right now it's eating away at the Eagles.
I know. I think Seamus G and I were walking around South Philadelphia checking out that fancy pizza spot, Angelo's.
Oh yeah.
I think I pulled my hammy.
Dude, you know what? I think you might have the injury bug, buddy.
I think I do.
Did you go to an Eagles game this year?
I haven't gone to a single one yet.
Dude, I haven't either.
Only the open practice.
The open practice was great.
Yeah.
That could be where we contracted it.
Oh, man.
God.
There were a lot of people there.
Gosh darn it.
Oof. Hit me with the next one.
All right. The Birds will win the Super Bowl.
Book it.
Book it. Book it.
Book it.
We are heating up at just the right time. I know we've said this like 12 times in this episode, but I'm going to say it for the 13th. I love this team. I think they're resilient. I think they know what it takes to win a Super Bowl. We've got so many guys, especially on the defensive side of the ball, healthy or not, in that locker room that have been there, that were in that game. And I really think we got it.
Isn't it amazing what a loss to Miami will do to a team?
It's truly incredible. Meanwhile, a win against Miami means you're going to fall off. Look at the Browns.
The Patriots.
I love that they lost.
Oh my! It's every year.
It's great.
It's awesome.
It's so weird.
We're forgetting that also. How great would it be to go down to Miami for the Super Bowl and win?
Oh, that's like a full circle.
Full circle?
Yeah, that's perfect.
How great is that?
It's like a mental victory.
It's in the freaking stars, Conway.
It's written in the stars.
In the stars.
I love it.
All right.
Last one.
Oh, boy. Oh, you're going to love this one.
Oh, am I?
You're going to love this one. Jim Schwartz calls an all-out blitz in a game in the next 10 years.
Just one blitz?
Just one.
And the 1-0 blitz in the next 10 years of his career?
Yes.
Not going to happen.
No shot.
Not going to happen. No way in hell.
No shot.
No, this guy's like, if I rush 4 and I have 7 people in coverage, that should be just fine. Meanwhile,
our DBs are getting torched in the background.
There's empty spots in the zones. I'm like, dude, just get pressure on the quarterback. Come on. It's ridiculous. All right.
Told you were going to love that one.
I loved it because it pissed me off.
OTAs brought to you by absolutely no one.
Yep, nobody at all. But it could possibly be you. How about that? How exciting is that?
Hit us up.
Yeah, please. Literally, please. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So how about these playoffs, Sam?
It's not a bad road.
It's not a bad road ahead that the Birds have. You heard it in OTAs. We've kind of been hinting at it all episode long. This is probably the most favorable position for the Eagles to be in right now.
Yep. So they beat the Seahawks, right?
Yeah.
Got the 49ers at their place.
That's doable.
They're inexperienced. I don't have faith in Garoppolo for a playoff game. Heck no.
No, I need some proof.
There's
no proof in the pudding yet.
No amount of years under Tom Brady can give you the clutch gene.
Yeah, the clutch gene is something that was forged in the fires of struggle. You know what I mean? Facing difficult situations down the stretch time and time again. And that's something, especially towards the end of this year, that Carson Wentz has faced. I don't know so much about Jimmy Garoppolo. He's had a couple close games, winning by a field goal. But realistically speaking, I think that we can go in there and we can use our experience, our toughness, and our focus, as well as how hungry the guys are to go out and get that win.
Yep.
I think that if we do beat the Seahawks and we go to San Francisco, I think we have a good chance at winning. I'm not saying, we'll go in there, we'll blow the doors off them.
Yeah. Well, the one key to the game I think is to just take George Kittle out of the question.
That's tough to do.
That's it.
We struggle with that.
I know. I mean, we just need the defensive backs, and whoever is going to be covering George Kittle, just take him out of the question. Mm-hmm. Then who else is he going to throw to? I couldn't name you a receiver on that team, to be honest. I know that makes me a bad journalist.
Is it Goodwin? He's good.
Goodwin?
He's fast.
He's
They got some speedy
right.
receivers, and I'm pretty sure they have Demaryius Thomas.
You could be
well?
right. You could be right. You could be right. Anyways.
So they've got some weapons, but like George Kittle, the offense moves through him.
Of course,
No
he's
question.
been working wonders for my fantasy team this year.
Oh, I'm sure he has. I'm sure he has. Mm-hmm.
But the run, I'm not even worried about the run game.
I'm not worried about the run game in either game, especially when you look at the Seahawks. All of their running backs are injured.
Marshawn Lynch,
Marshawn Lynch is back.
out of shape. Marshawn Lynch.
I mean, I love Marshawn Lynch. Don't get me wrong. I don't know how effective he's going to be, especially against a defensive front like ours that is so adept at stopping the run.
Yeah. Well, we kind of just glazed over the Seahawks game a little bit. Let's run it back.
We're acting like it's a foregone conclusion. This is going to be a tough battle.
It's going to be tough, all right? Let's run it back. The key to this game is going to be just taking Russell Wilson out of the conversation.
You take Russell Wilson out of this game, which is so hard to do. He's so mobile. And he's so accurate on the run.
He should be in the MVP conversation every year.
Especially this year.
Yeah.
You know how often he hasn't had a good receiving core and he's made it work? Like, clearly not like Carson Wentz having a bad receiving core. Because Carson Wentz is the first ever quarterback in NFL history with 4,000 passing yards without a 500-yard receiver. 500 yards? You know how easy it is to get 500 yards with a good quarterback?
Easy.
The only way that happens is if everybody's hurt or everyone's dropping passes. And both of those things But Carson's not as mobile as Russell Wilson, mostly because of their size, but he's still elusive in the pocket. Mm-hmm. He's 100% elusive. I don't know how he feels pressure coming from behind him and ducks. I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
I know. But Russell Wilson, man, you know we could have had him.
Isn't that crazy?
Remember all that? That story came out. Andy Reid, he was on the phone with him, right? Mm-hmm. He's like, draft me, I'll win you a Super Bowl, right? Mm-hmm. Passed on him. Seahawks pick him up.
Good call.
Win the Super Bowl the next year.
What's that about, right? Here's the thing now. We got Carson Wentz.
We
got so Carson.
Glad. So glad.
Freaking Wentz.
The birthday boy.
The birthday boy. Hey, let's hear it for Carson.
Let's hear it one more time. One more time. For the haters in the back.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
4,000 passing yards. Eagles franchise record.
Book it.
I think we have a great chance against the Seahawks.
I do too.
We need to shut down Tyler Lockett as a deep threat, and we need to not allow them to run these trick plays against us.
Yeah,
they've done it twice in the past couple of years.
I know.
They keep doing us dirty with the trick play. That trick play was the only thing that kept us from winning that game. Well, that and the 5 turnovers. And we're not going to turn the ball over like that.
And that was Carson Wentz's worst game.
That was probably his worst game, at least that I can think of. That was terrible.
It was bad, but he's definitely turned it around. Mm-hmm. Definitely turned it around. I'm not worried about Carson Wentz for this game.
He's damn good. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
he's got the confidence.
I'm worried about that sneaky little bastard, Pete Carroll.
He is a sneaky bastard.
Yeah, he is. He's the sneakiest.
He's a grimy old dude.
I know, dude.
I'm not a fan.
But he's got that experience in the playoffs.
He does have that playoff experience. He knows exactly what it takes to get to a Super Bowl.
He's a playoff mad scientist.
Mm-hmm. He also knows exactly how to throw an interception on the 1-yard line as time expires in the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
Get rocked, Pete. Come see about us in Philly, bro. You don't want to see us in the playoffs.
You don't want to come to the
You don't want that. You don't want to have to deal with that. Because being in Philly for any NFL game, especially when you're an opponent that is good, is tough. Because the fans know you're good, and they're going to be going ballistic. But now, with the added energy of the playoffs, this home field advantage is going to do wonders for this team. I really do think it's going to help a lot for this one game.
I can't wait, and I can't believe you're going to be on a plane.
I'm not going to be on a plane during the game.
Oh, you're not?
No, well, unless the game's at like noon.
It's at 4:40.
All right, I'll be back at my dorm by then. I'll have a nice Coors Banquet cracked, and I'll be sitting back and enjoying myself. Hopefully.
Good. Hopefully, yeah.
If I'm not a nervous wreck, which I definitely will be.
No, I definitely will be too. It's gonna be a mess, but we love it anyways, don't we, Conway?
Of course we do.
We love it anyways. So
win or lose, I love the Birds, but winning, I love the Birds even more.
After this, so let's go back to the 49ers, right?
All right, yeah.
The 49ers are probably the NFC's best team right now, right? Mm-hmm. They got the bye, deservedly, and then I just don't think they have the experience,
especially on the defensive side of the ball,
and the coaching staff, dude.
Kyle Shanahan's a weenie.
Yeah,
he really is.
I don't have faith in their coaching staff, and I don't have faith in their quarterback. The only guy I have faith in on this team right now is George Kittle. Take him out of the question, right? Just completely eliminate him. I think we got a shot.
I think we have a very good shot. And here's the thing. We have guys that can create penetration when we rush for. So absolutely. I get why Jim Schwartz doesn't always throw the all-out blitz, but we can still double-team Kittle and maybe get Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham, Tim Jernigan, Derek Barnett, those guys to get in there and, smack Garoppolo around a little bit in the first half, make him scared when he sees the rush coming.
Yeah, Tim Jernigan, another guy we haven't really talked about.
That's because he hasn't done much worth talking about.
He hasn't done much worth talking about, but the last 2 games, he's been good.
He's been good. Yeah, well, everyone's been good.
That's true. That's very true.
It's been great to watch the last 2 games.
It's hard to get everybody. I want to get everybody. I want to give everybody the proper credits.
We got a 53-man roster, and we got 10 guys on IR, so we got like another 10 guys. So that's like 1 million people.
Yeah. It adds up.
It adds up quickly.
It's great math. Love it.
Mm-hmm. You know what adds up quickly as well?
What?
The Philly 5, because there's only 5 of them.
Oh, that's my kind of math.
Oh, yeah, dude. Gosh. All on one hand?
All on one hand.
Perfect. Super simple.
Oh, we got a special one for you today, folks. We got the Philly 5 for today.
The top 5 injured Philadelphia Eagles.
Nothing more fitting than the top 5 injured Philadelphia Eagles to go along with a medical staff that's in the doghouse.
Ooh. All right, Sam.
Go ahead. No, you go first.
All right,
please.
I'd be happy to.
Please.
Well, this is in no particular order, of course.
Of course.
Because I couldn't be bothered to rank them. That's how the Philly 5 became that.
Of course.
Because I didn't want to rank anything.
Well, I know.
Yeah. But I'll open up with Miles Sanders. He's day-to-day right now, but God damn it, is he important. He is a very good running back. Probably the best back on the team right now. Then we take a look. We got Jalen Mills.
Oh, interesting.
I love Jalen Mills.
He's not on my list.
He's not on your list?
No.
I'm a big Jalen Mills fan. Okay. And I get a lot of flack for that because he's not particularly good. Okay. But I think that, you'll figure it out.
All right.
Especially, Then, of course, there's Malik Jackson.
Oh, your boy.
I loved that pickup. That was a great pickup, but here we are. He got injured, what was it, week 1, week 2?
Yeah.
Done.
Yep.
Haven't seen him.
I forgot he was on the team.
The key to this defensive line is the rotation. That's what won us the Super Bowl. Being able to keep everyone fresh and having guys like him out, especially guys of his caliber, it's gonna screw us.
That was awesome.
Then Deshaun Jackson.
Yep. My
second favorite Eagle of all time.
Wow. Who's your first?
Brian Dawkins.
There you go.
Yeah, of course.
Easy.
Sorry, Carson. Happy birthday, though. Number 10 has been out since week 2, week 1. He got hurt.
Yeah,
something like that. So that just blows.
No.
There's our deep threat. Blows the top of the defense.
I know.
Nothing. All right, and then number 5, I've got Brandon Brooks, best offensive lineman in the NFL right now, according to Pro Football Focus and my dad. So
awesome.
Both of which are equally reputable sources. So
yeah,
sucks that he's out, being ruled out for the playoffs.
Really does.
And prayers up.
Okay, so I got for my Philly 5. I have Sanders, of course. Day to day is a little scary, but definitely better than nothing, right? And I got Lane Johnson. Okay, pivotal part of the offensive line. The Vitae stepped up, but it would be great to have Lane Johnson back. And then I also have Brandon Brooks, of course, and Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is just such a presence. Even when he could barely breathe on the field against the Cowboys with that broken rib, he was still a presence. Like, you still got to guard him. You still got to be there. So that's who I got for number 4. Number 5, I got Corey Clement. I know you forgot he was on the roster.
I often do.
Yeah. Dude, he was so great. He was so great in the playoffs.
Oh,
And that Super Bowl run, come on.
many moons ago.
Come on. And so I missed him. I missed him this season. He's been missed. I like him.
Absolutely. You've been sorely missed.
Isn't it crazy how we just had such different lists? Mm-hmm. And they're all contributors to this roster.
They're all, like, massively important parts of this team. Yeah. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Kind of stinks, but you know,
here we are.
Makes for quality content.
It does indeed. But here we are in the playoffs with a 9-7 record. Get that on the NFC East champs hat.
Oh god.
2019 Philadelphia Eagles 9-7. Hell yeah.
NFC East champs 9-7 home game.
No doubt.
Let's rip it. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's so great. It's so exciting. All right. Well, Sam, Seamus G, audience, this seems like a perfect time to end the podcast. About an hour in, and I had an absolute blast talking strictly birds with my boys.
Oh man, that was great.
I love it. I love the I love the whole thing we got going on with this episode.
You know, we should do it more often. Maybe when they win the Super Bowl.
Oh, maybe some incentive for them, huh?
Ah, yes. Yes, indeed.
Because they're all listening.
Be sure to check out the very next episode, which will be coming out as soon as possible with Phillies and Sixers content.
And a little bit of Flyers, actually.
Oh, yes, a little bit of Flyers. Can't wait for that one. We got it all queued up today.
No doubt.
All queued up because we haven't done this in so long. We decided to split it up. We had so much to cover. Mm-hmm. It's been great.
It's been fantastic.
I can't believe that our schedules are so just messed up.
I know.
We can't do this, but
we're getting back on track.
Getting back on track in a heartbeat.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Of course, as always, I'm Ryan Conway. Sam Glavin, Seamus G, all with me.
Make sure to check us out. Instagram, Twitter. We promise to be more active. Seamus G, close it down.